Thai, Voodoo Thai, Sadhu Thai, Thai Emeka, all the names that I'm known by have been with you and have been for you in the spirit. And understand, I'm connected right now, collectively, somewhere around 600,000 persons globally, virtually, physically, literally. So I, as humanity, don't often reach out in the way that I should, that I can. Understanding the limits and constraints of physicality. But I am with you in the spirit. I am with you in doing the work. I am obligated to the vocation of doing battle, of fighting and battling forward in the spirit realm. And in so doing, I submit and I surrender many things to the power and the influence of spirit. Many of those things that I otherwise would be nurturing in this society, in this culture, income, career, all the they're not negative. They're what is like for us right now. All the mundane, we'll use that word, the mundane activities. I have to give over to spirit. I am entrenched in doing the work, in doing the spirit work, in doing the rituals, in doing the ceremonies, in the appropriate application. So all paths have their sacrifice. It is a part of the sacrifice. Some people sacrifice relationships to have a career. Some people sacrifice a social life to push themselves forward and finish their degree and finish their training and move on to the next level. Some people sacrifice, their families and their loved ones to follow their dream, to follow their passions. So in this realm of spirituality and religion, there are those things that even I have had to surrender my desire for, my connection to, my want for, and just operate within that which I know, that which I understand, that which I have been gifted. And from that place of awareness, indeed, that is truly all of our path. We are literally doing what we all know right now in this divine moment in time space. Good or bad, left or right, high or low, the fullness of our demonstration and our manifestation is based on what we know, what we are conscious of, what we are cognizant of. If you are looking to pay that bill and you forgot, you tucked away a few $100s in that coat pocket, that winter coat pocket in the back of your closet, your lack of consciousness of it, your lack of awareness of it, within that moment, is not helpful to you, correct? So our absence of awareness is irrelevant to what is true, to what is real, to what is powerful, to what is God and Goddess. And operating within the realms of spirit require faith beyond regular, if for lack of better words, require spirit and creativity and imagination and an open third eye and all these things. So I don't stand in judgment of those who have not had that experience, have not heard the voice of God, have not had a spiritual encounter. I understand. I empathize. I sympathize with your struggle for belief. Knowing and understanding, humbly, respectfully, your ultimate manifestation is within your demonstration. It doesn't matter what I agree with and don't agree with, believe or don't believe about my path, your path, or anyone else's level of understanding. Ultimately, that which is. And it's evident and it's imminent in our good times as well as in our bad times. And we all have room to grow. That's why we're here. That's the purpose of this school, this laboratory, this dimensional space we call Earth. There is a reason to and for the challenge, and the challenges and the challenger. It's just not a mad mix of stuff and life. Even in our lack of awareness, there's order, there's structure to our experience. Like a radio, we must tune in to that frequency. We must surrender to the vibration, to the current, and allow ourselves to be attuned. I welcome you humbly to call in at area code 347-215-8967 if you have a question, comment, or request. When you are ready, press the number 1, and I will humbly attend to you. I will be forward. All is indeed and truly a blessing. 2011, as we share a sun in Virgo in the 10th house, moon in Aries in the 4th house, Mercury in Virgo in the 10th house, Venus in Virgo in the 10th house, Mars in Cancer in the 8th house, Jupiter in Taurus in the 6th house, Saturn in Libra in the 11th house, Uranus in Aries in the 4th house, Neptune in Aquarius in the 3rd house, Pluto in Capricorn in the 1st house. We are sharing a Virgo lunation with our moon in its full phase, a sun in Virgo, Aries, moon. Strong emphasis today on Virgo in the 10th house. But before I say, the 2 days after any full moon constitute a 48-hour time period to distribute the illuminating energy just received. Being ambassador of goodwill is certainly one way to share with others the gifts of the spirit that have manifested early on Monday when the sun and moon formed their 180-degree polarity on either side of the earth. The main theme being announced this morning has to do with breakthroughs in consciousness as the moon joins forces with radical change agent Uranus in Aries. In what areas of your life do you want to be revolutionary? Seize hold of your higher destiny instead of allowing the fickle finger of fate to dictate the circumstances of your existence. Study advanced subjects on the cutting edge of science and metaphysics and spirit. And always utilize the monthly moon Uranus rendezvous to charge all efforts as they relate to magical creation, recreation, and manifestation. Strange forces are on the prowl later tonight as Venus in Virgo forms an off-kilter 150-degree tie to far out Neptune energy in Aquarius. In the several hours before when the alignment happens, and for a couple of hours after, it is wise to acute clarity regarding love and issues of money. It is much too easy to fall into a web of self-generated confusion and uncertainty where you only wind up victimizing yourself in the process. So be clear, be precise, be meditative, be prayerful as we move forward. Also, let me go back and talk a little bit more about Virgo in the 10th house. Excuse me.